welcome to my video blog dedicated to building science and fine craftsmanship. I want to talk today about soundproofing. This is a topic that gets discussed a lot on my blog, and there's some expensive ways to soundproof and there's some inexpensive ways, but it all starts with thinking about the room that you're trying to soundproof and really looking critically about the connections between rooms where the problems are occurring. So I thought this house would be a good case example of a kind of a cheap way to do some really good bang for your buck soundproofing. This is a single family home, so we're not dealing with other tenants or other folks living in a next door unit like in a condo. I'm standing in the master bedroom. This wall right here is the master bed area. The bed headboard is going to be right here. On the other side of this wall is the family room. And this wall here on the other side of this room is the laundry room. So we've got, from this master bedroom, we've got two fairly noisy areas on either side of this room. And we talked about maybe doing some Quietrock or some green glue. Check out my videos on those two products, both excellent products, but we really just didn't want to spend the budget money on it. Again, this is a single family home, so the clients have some control over what's happening in the rest of the house, whether it's kids, TV, or when they do their laundry, frankly. So certainly that's a big part of soundproofing. But I did want to show you a couple small things we did that were very inexpensive. And again, it really starts with thinking about the noise. So on the other side of this room is the laundry room. This wall only has basically 3 penetrations in it. I don't know if you can see in the video, but we've got a 4-gang switch box right here, a single gang outlet, and another single gang outlet. That's the only penetrations on this wall. That's a really good start, if that's the only thing that's separating us from this laundry room. So, one easy solution we took on this to add some mass was to double hang the sheetrock. This is 5/8 sheetrock, which I prefer over 1/2 inch. You get a little extra mass. If you think about 2 sides of the wall that have 1/2 inch sheetrock compared to 2 sides that have 5/8 inch sheetrock, you've got an extra 1/4 inch of mass. Then we added one more sheet of 5/8, and so we've got a little extra mass. However, these outlets are a problem, and I'm basically, if I don't address these outlets or this penetration in the sheetrock, I might as well have not done anything. The same would be true whether I put Quietrock up or green glue. We really need to address these outlets because a ton of noise is going to come through these holes. So walk with me, and let's walk to the other side of the wall, and I'm going to show you what that laundry room looks like. So again, this wall is the wall separating the master bedroom from the laundry. And then here's the entrance door to the laundry. We actually didn't realize that we passed through the master bedroom door here. So if we're inside the laundry room, as you can see, the laundry room has a ton of penetrations. I've got a dryer box right here. There's going to be a front loader dryer sitting here. I've got a washer box here, so there's a washer here, and I've got outlets, I've got dryer ducts, I've got plumbing, I've got a vent that has a cap on it, I've got a drain waste vent from the upstairs here. There's the back side of that box right there. And then here is that outlet. I don't know if you can zoom in a little bit on the video here, but look at how much light we can see through from that room. That's a bright, sunny master bedroom. Look at all these knockout boxes, and look at that drywall to box location there. I did peel back the fiberglass insulation there, but there is a ton of airflow potentially through there, and anywhere that air can travel, sound can certainly travel. So we really need to address specifically those 3 penetrations on that side of the wall. We could have done the same thing on this side, but it would have been a lot harder just because we have so much on this side of the wall. So it made sense to double hang the other side. When we double hang that, one cheap way of soundproofing is just by using some acoustical sealant. This is Quietrock brand. It's actually sold at the Big Blue Box store, which is really nice. This is about $25 a tube-ish, and we only really needed about 2 tubes to do all the perimeters of the sheetrock where that sheetrock came together. Pretty inexpensive. The really cheap method, though, that I wanted to show you that's going to make a huge difference, even if we would have single hung the drywall, is to use a putty pad. There's a couple different varieties out there. I've shown you the Hilti putty pads. This is the Quietrock brand called Quietputty. You get 5 putty pads for about, again, $20, $25, and it's sold at the Big Blue Box store. And these are basically a thin sheet of silly putty is what it looks like. And so what we're going to do, and here's one I've done already. Let's see if you can zoom in on this. Is here's the back of that outlet on that side. We've put that putty pad on the back of the outlet. And so it molds around the outlet and is going to conform around the sides. Let me show you how to do it. That one's been done, but here's how to do it on this one over here. And while I'm pulling the backer paper, let's talk quickly about this black pipe in here. Most of the pipes you see in modern construction are PVC pipes, which is what this one is. This is a vent pipe right here. So all this pipe is doing is just letting air into the plumbing system so that things can drain properly. This pipe, on the other hand, this big black one, this is a drain line from the upstairs. There's a there's a kid's bathroom and a kid's toilet above us here. And that pipe is going through a wall that has the master bedroom on the other side. In new construction, PVC pipes are notoriously loud. If you flush a toilet from the upstairs in a PVC pipe, you can hear the water running right through that pipe, and they're notoriously loud. So one upgrade we did make on this house for in the hundreds was to change this down drop from the upstairs, this drain waste vent drop, to cast iron. They even call it Quietpipe, but it's really just standard cast iron, which is what every builder used in America about 30 years ago, and since then we've switched to PVC for price and ease of installation. But if you're just doing a drop of this, or drop meaning one section of vertical pipe in this Quietpipe or cast iron, it's really not super expensive. It's a great upgrade, and doing this is way better than spending money on Quietrock or something else to try and mitigate this noise. Okay, so we've got the pad in hand. Let me bring the light in here a little better. Hang on one second. Okay, so let's see if you can see this. Here's the outlet. This outlet box has been nailed to the studs over here. Can you come in around the side to see this a little better? So what we're going to do is we're going to form this. We're going to line it up so it's about halfway. And we want to make sure that we're making a good seal between the sheetrock and the box. And we're going to kind of roll it around and stretch it. Okay. And what we're trying to do is really seal off this box and any airflow. This is a plastic box. It doesn't have a lot of mass. So this putty pad is going to add mass to this assembly. It's also going to air seal it. These are used a lot in commercial applications for fireproofing as well, because these pads actually fireproof outlet boxes. And see how I'm pushing that around the wires? We're really making sure we got a good tight seal. This product will remain flexible and work for the lifetime of this installation. And now we've got that box nice and sealed. So that's going to make a huge difference in noise transfer. If I had my druthers, I would have put this 4-gang box in a different location. I'm going to use probably 4 or 5 pads on this one box to seal it up, and that's going to be a hard one. Single gang boxes are much easier. We didn't have a good ability to move that switch. It really needed to work with the architecture in that room. But for quiet proofing or soundproofing reasons, it would have been nice to have that in a different location. But those are some cheap and inexpensive things you can do. Put fiberglass in the walls if you can. That's going to help a lot. Double hang it. Use standard 1/2-inch sheetrock if that's all you got, but do 2 layers. And try to do these putty pads or quiet pads on the locations where you've got holes in the wall. We're trying to really mitigate that noise where there's a hole cut in that wall. So really we spent just a little bit more for an extra sheet of drywall on that side of the wall, and we spent about 25 bucks, let's say, for those quiet pads. A really cheap, inexpensive way, and we've gone a long way to mitigating the noise from this laundry room to the master bedroom. Thanks for joining me, everybody. We'll see you next time.